RetroManiacs, happy Easter. We got a good one for you today. We got a double unboxing, something different. I don't usually unbox Mercury Cyclones, but I've seen pictures of them. I like how they look. I did unbox one actually. It was by Welly or something. And I like the body style. This is Cale Yarborough Special. And these are two different ones. Part number 8261, 8262. Little something for the Ford guys, a double unbox, GMP of course. So we got a good one today guys, and also stick around till the end. I've mentioned that the Ontario Diecast Addicts show is March 30th, 2024 at the Knights of Columbus. Glen is going to be set up there as a vendor. I am going to be there with Glen, giving him a hand, just watching his table, stuff like that. Shithead, if you're the one that's been going there stealing, I'm going to be watching for you. So don't do it. But yeah, stick around till the end of this episode because I'm actually going to give you guys a RetroManiacs inside peek at some of the stuff that's going to be on Glen's table. And this is stuff that he got from the States that is not in Canada yet. And it's some stuff that may never come to Canada. Anyway, guys, let's get at it.
This episode of Crack It with Retro Collectibles is sponsored by and in association with the Ontario Diecast Museum, killing the value on collectibles since 2019.
One more thing before we get into the unboxing, guys. Speaking of boxing, important day in boxing history today, March 29th of 1966, 58 years ago, there was an epic fight at Toronto Maple Leaf Gardens. And I was very lucky to meet George Chuvalo in person. He's a Canadian legend and a warrior. And this is an anniversary of that epic fight. They had two fights over the years, but the first one was in 1966, and it was a war. If you have time, you're into boxing, check that out if you can. Okay, guys, so we'll get down to the unboxing here. I wanted to share that with you because you know I'm a boxing nut. I'm a Canadian. And I think George Chuvalo is a legend. He's one of my heroes. He has not had the easiest life, and he came out on top at the other end, and he's still alive. I was very fortunate to meet his driver, and that's how I was able to get a picture with him that day. I actually seen Mike Tyson on stage at Casino Rama a couple years ago. Not the failed attempt when I went to go get my picture taken with him. That's in a video, if you want to check that out, if you're a new viewer. But I'm talking about when I seen him on stage. A good friend of mine tipped me off. This guy collects autographs, and he goes to get all the UFC guys' autographs, boxing, everything. He told me that Mr. Chuvalo was going to be there because he knew Mr. Chuvalo's driver. I didn't know Mr. Chuvalo's driver at the time. And he was right. I was watching for him, and I was scanning the crowd throughout the thing, and all of a sudden I seen him get up like he was going to leave, and I bolted out the door and caught him, and luckily his driver is a very nice man and let me get a picture with him, and they were both awesome. Okay, so now these are two different cars. I made a mistake in the beginning. It's the same car. I mean, they're both 69 Cyclones, but it's kind of cool because one's a Cale Yarborough. I know Cale Yarborough's name from Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know much about racing guys, but I recognize that name. And one of them is Dan Gurney, another name that I recognize almost as much as Yarborough. So this should be good. This one has a tag that says it's one of 3450. And to see which ones I'm unboxing, guys, GMP makes it real easy. They go by a part number. So you just type in GMP part number 8262. That is the Dan Gurney special. And 8261 is the Cale Yarborough. And these are both 1 of 24 scale, which GMP, I believe, stopped making. And this is 1 of 3450. So we're going to get into this. Normally, I'm not into 1 of 24 scale because I just go for the gusto and collect the bigger size. But GMP with the smaller 1 of 24 scale, just because they're a bit smaller, they don't skimp. And this is something for you Mercury guys, Ford Mercury guys, because usually I'm stuck unboxing Mopars, right? Oh, I'm not stuck because I love Mopars or movie cars. But this is something a little bit different for the other crowd. I think I've unboxed one Mercury Cyclone, and I think it was Welly brand, if I'm not mistaken. Just needed a little bit, there you go. Enough to grab it. Okay, guys. Yeah, there was a toy show today, Collecticon, but I didn't feel like going. Screw it. Figure I'll make an unboxing video here, get a bunch of stuff done. By the way, the thing for the pictures on my phone, the memory, to free up the memory for my videos, that's going to be arriving anytime now. Like, it's already been handed to a local delivery company. And they are delivering today, even though it's Good Friday and I'm on work because it's a statutory holiday. They do deliver today because I seen a delivery guy out. So my stuff, most of it goes to the post office, but this one thing here I think is coming here. That is a nice color. Wow. So this is what we're going to do first. We're going to unbox the Dan Gurney. And we're going to go around it, look at it upside down. Then we're going to throw it up on the look-see set. Then we're going to do the Cale Yarborough. We're going to do the Cale Yarborough. And then we're going to look at them side by side and see what the difference is. If it's just a paint job, they got different engines. They're both Mercury Cyclones. And guys, we have a brand crispy new. This is Let It Breathe. It's never saw the air, this one. I could tell it's still got, because of the way the tape is on the end, it's not broken yet. And the way this thing was sealed, I could tell it's never been out. GMPs come with paperwork. You could always tell the top of the GMP because of that nice fastener they put on top. Important thing, guys, keep both boxes with your GMPs. Keep all the inserts. Like, this is a cake style box, they call it, okay? It doesn't have the plastic window and all that, which kind of sucks, but it's good the way it protects the car. But you want to keep all of these inserts and stuff. And this is a set of 2 cars, it turns out, guys, because this came out of the one car and it's mentioning. So we just opened up the Dan Gurney and it's mentioning that other Yarborough. So this is going to be cool. We're actually opening up a set. I didn't know that. And all this does, congratulations, you're the proud owner of one of the series of authentic Mercury Cyclone spoilers produced by GMP. This care guide will not only help you manage and care for your model, it will give you some historical facts about one of Mercury's legendary muscle cars. That is ever cool. Hey Glen, these two are a 2-car set. Because I just opened the Dan Gurney, it comes with paperwork. Look at that, it's a 2-car set, so that's kind of cool.
They'll be one of my display cases.
Yeah, they come as a set. So I'm just getting into the paperwork now, showing these guys the paperwork. And it's the spoiler, Cyclone spoiler series. Can you turn that back on if you don't mind, Glenn?
Oh, you need it on?
Yeah, just because I have this light. No, not that one. The overheads here.
Oh, these ones weren't even on.
Oh, they weren't? Okay. Just a little bit of... There we go. Okay. Okay, so this... Yeah, it shows... It's believed that the spoiler 2 is the same as the Talladega, but in fact, it's not... They only shared components between these cousins and their bumpers, grills, and turn signal units. Very interesting, because it looks like the Talladega, right? But yeah, it's just a little booklet filled with facts. They come with 351 Windsors. Well, this one does. The real car was only 519 units of the Dan Gurney special. Wow. Okay, guys, we're going to get into the rest of it here. So here is the representation of the actual 1969 car. Right there. Just cool, all the stuff that it comes with. Oh, certificate of ownership. This is cool. Number 436 of 3450. Glen gets lucky with these numbers, and you guys have seen it in the video. 3,450 of these cars made. Glen gets number 436 off the line. But it's just a cool touch. Oh, wow. This was a contest, guys, to win this actual friggin' car. I'm looking on the back showing you guys, I'm saying contest rules. They had a contest. This is the actual car that was in the contest. You could win the real car. The giveaway prize shall be the 1969 Dan Gurney Cyclone Spoiler 2, designated as the giveaway car by Georgia Marketing and Promotions. It's being offered in as-is condition. Wow. When was the date of the draw, though? Probably a long time ago. It's weird there's no date on here for when the... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. All entries must be received by GMP no later than October 15th, 2004. Wow. That is cool. Check this out, Glen.
That'll be going in one of my frames. Actually... that I would need a two-sided picture frame.
So just another piece of paperwork, guys. So I'm going to get into this here first. And like I said, we're going to go around this. I'm going to turn on this light for the car. It's not on now because it's the daylight. We just have a little bit of overhead light on. When we do the car, I'm going to turn it on. That way we don't kill the friggin' battery because it's... Okay, so this is how they come. Anybody that doesn't know GMPs, it has the jewel on the top, so that's how you know it's the top. They're always marked top. So when you open it, make sure you're opening it by the top and not dropping the car on the floor. This is what you get when you're getting it. It comes in the GMP tissue paper. Oh, that's cool. It's got a sticker. It points to an antenna. It says antenna, so the car comes with an antenna. And first thing we're doing is checking for what, guys? Paint rash. So, GMP, lately, they've been getting better with what I've been unboxing.
Maybe they're watching your videos.
Yeah, they'd need a time machine, though, to go back in time. So far, so good. No paint rash on this one. It seems like tribute cars, stuff like that. I don't know if they put more effort in. I don't know. But that anniversary Buick with the black chrome finish had a perfect finish. Ooh, that's nice, Glen. So that is, I thought it was black, but it actually looks like a navy blue stripe. Wow.
They almost got the stripes on their hood, same as my truck.
Oh my god, that fuel door looks like it opens, but we're going to get into that in a few minutes. But that looks nice. That license plate is 69 Dan Georgia 69 Dan. Oh, Dan is
The
Dan
driver.
Gurney. That's who it is. Okay, what the heck am I talking about? Okay, so inside they got it stuffed a little bit. First time I've seen that, but I haven't opened many 1 of 24 scales. I've opened up 1 of 24 scale Buick Skylarks. Beautiful front end with the lights. Okay, we're gonna start underneath, then we're gonna work around the car, go to the trunk. Now the number is on the number plate of the car. Again, my eyes hard to read. And sorry guys, I gotta turn on this light to be, what am I doing here? There we go. Much brighter. But that number plate, my eyes are not the best, okay? I like it when they put it on the plate, but this one I could read a little bit better. 436. I can actually read that one. But this one, again, guys, has never breathed the air until now. It's never been cracked, never been out of the box. So we're going to start with this, and the trunk opens. Ooh, so nice, guys. This is it just feels good. And I'm not even, like I said, guys, I'm a Mopar guy. But they did a real good job on that. Spare tire and jack in the trunk. Lighting up the trunk nice with that light. I like the back valance. Very realistic. Okay, so we're going to go around. We don't look at the engine till last. We're going to take the tissue out of the interior of the car. If Glen doesn't decide to display these cars, this goes back in the car. So we're going to put this right here. And with GMP, they never disappoint with the interior. Got the real seat belts. Look at that dash, guys. The wood grain dash. Look at the two-tone door with silver. That is beautiful. Wow, that looks like leather door panel. That's probably the nicest door panel I've seen on a car. Yeah, it is actually. I've never seen it done like that. So they went all out. Is it carpeted? Wouldn't be surprised. We'll have a look at it. In different conditions. Doors close and open. Beautiful, guys. Wow. That's up there with that Mustang that I just did and the Auto Art Bullet. Little things like this matter to me because it has to do with how everything lines up. The door lines up. Look at that. I love how they did the two-tone door like that. It looks like leather. And I love the wood grain dash. And we're going to get up into the back seat too in different conditions. But the back seat is just as detailed and nice. Okay, guys. Oh, steer is beautiful too. And again, what I always say about these expensive cars, when this is on the table like this, try not steering the wheels with the steering wheel. Try using your hands because when the weight of the car is down, it loosens everything up, could break it. Okay, so it does come with an antenna. We're not going to take the antenna out just yet because why? Yeah, I'm not usually a fan of these cars, but even the back Cyclone spoiler, like they paid attention to detail. That gas cap is looking like it opens, but I'm not going to attempt it till it's up on the look-see set, guys. We'll attempt that, the finer stuff when it's up there. Just getting the right angles, guys, for the light. 351 Windsor. Looks correct, the blue. Beautifully done. Yeah, that's beautifully done. Okay, so we are going to just put this up on the look-see set, get a quick couple shots of it, and then we're going to crack the other one because we got to crack the other one and do side by side. Not a Ford guy, but this thing is beautiful. It's a lot nicer than I've expected. I had a real bad run with GMPs with paint rash, but the last while we've had good luck with what we've been opening. This thing's gorgeous. Just slowing it down a bit, then we're gonna get a little better look at that engine and stuff like that, but it's gorgeous, guys. Now, as usual, with GMP, underneath the hood, they do not disappoint. GMP is always awesome under the hood. They got that 351 Windsor in there happening. Just to look inside under different conditions, I love how they did those interior door panels. And it looks like it is carpeted. Gorgeous though. Coming around to the trunk. Always good to have a look under different conditions, in case somebody missed something. Guys, look at that underneath the car on the frame rail there, underneath the door. It's got friggin' jack points. Like, I'm wondering if you could take the jack out of the trunk and jack the friggin' thing up. I just showed Glen the jack points. That is crazy, guys. I think that is a first. Although I've never looked for jack points, but I think I would have seen them by now. This thing is crazy detail. We're having a rash of them getting high scores lately, and this is another one gonna get a high score, I think. I don't think I'm gonna score them as a pair unless they're both similar in condition, no paint rash, both of them. Just to show you guys, wow. Something I left out, guys, it does have working leaf spring suspension in the back. It rolls beautiful, turns beautiful. And wow, guys, opening fuel door. It looked like it opened, and it does. Wow. Okay, guys, I was excited about this one for a couple different reasons. For one, is I get excited to show you guys cars that are a little bit different, because I know not everybody's a Mopar guy, everybody's not a movie car guy. I like showing you guys trucks, different stuff that everybody likes. So I was excited about that, but what made me more excited was I like doing comparison videos, but when I seen that these two are part of an exclusive set by GMP, both numbered, and the details on the first one, wow. Perfect paint, gorgeous. I don't see anything wrong with that first one yet. So as long as I open up the second one and it doesn't have any paint rash, I'm going to grade them together, which will be a first on the Retro Collectibles, since they're part of a set. Yeah, so I'm not, again, I'll say it again, guys, I'm not a particular, I wasn't a fan of this car, but they're beautiful. Like, I'm a fan of quality and detail, and these are gorgeous. I wonder if this one, so the first one had never seen the air. Ooh, guys, wait till you see the paint on this. I like the paint on the other one. It looked black stripe, but it's a navy blue stripe. Wait till you see how this pops. You want to see pop? I'm going to try to hide it from you, but you're going to see it anyway. Maybe not. Okay, so there she is, guys. Just kidding. Wait till you see this, though. Ready? Look at that, Glen.
Ooh, red and white.
Yeah, that's nice.
Burgundy or maroon, whatever you want to call it.
It looks like it's red and white. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Beautiful color combo. One of 3450. Now this one on the side of the box, Cyclone replica features. I should have checked the other box because it boasts the features. Opening hood and doors. Key with keychain in the ignition. That's like the one Buick Regal Glen has that I used to own. He has the same type of Regal. That's like the one that I sold with the keys in the ignition. That's a nice detail. Posable steering. Removable floor mats. Oh, we didn't notice that, Glen. So it's got removable floor mats, realistic details and badging. Accurately sculpted die-cast body, exceptional interior detailing. Effing right. Serialized for authenticity. Okay, I'm wondering if it's got the opening fuel door as well. I think it does. I think these two cars are going to be very, very similar. I think it's an awesome set. Pricey set, but an awesome set. Okay, so first time, well, the other one had never breathed the air, and we let it crack. We cracked it. Retro Collectibles crack it, and we let it breathe. This one, we're going to see if it's ever breathed before. We'll know in a minute. Glen, you're our paperwork handler, so we don't lose anything. It's important. We're keeping the paperwork separate on these two for obvious reasons. You don't want to mix them up. This one might have been opened before because it came out a lot easier, but I could be wrong. We're going to see. So it has that same certificate of ownership. Now, Glenn, what number are you thinking? Remember,
I was guessing 6 something.
6 something, and I said below 1,500. The first one was 4 something. Ooh, I came closer. It's number 1532 of 3450. But that's the cool thing about these. And like I mentioned with the other car, they did a giveaway that ended October 15th of 2004, where they gave away a Dan Gurney car. But that is cool. It's part of their spoiler series, GMP. It comes with this book, and this is how we know these two cars are in the same set. In this book, it's the same as the last one I showed you. It goes over how to take care of your car. Actually, Glenn, that's something that maybe you should read just to get an idea.
Yeah.
And I'll read it myself because we can always learn stuff. So always open these cake boxes from the top, guys. And I'll know in a second if it's been opened. No, it doesn't look like it's been opened before. I was wrong. That's how you get them, guys. You know how you get the GMP. Keep the GMP. See, it's not just regular tissue paper, guys. It says GMP all over it. You can't walk into Walmart and buy it, so keep it good, okay? Oh, that paint, that red paint. Okay, we're gonna have to look at it in the light to check for paint rash, but look at how pretty that looks, Glenn. The white paint looks perfect. I'm gonna check the red in a second here. Okay. And it's got, this one comes with an antenna as well. As long as this has no paint rash, Glenn, I'm going to tell you this, what I just told them. If this car has no paint rash for the first time in Retro Collectibles Crack It, I'm going to grade these two as a set with 1 grade because they're both going to be the same quality if this one does not have paint rash.
So it'll be at a 20 instead of at a 10?
Well, it'll be at a 10, but it'll be for both the same cars. You know what I mean? Instead of doing them both individually. And no paint rash. No, we're good. Glenn, you're good. No paint rash. He's been getting luckier and luckier with these GMPs. And I can't say it's that they're improving as time goes on. I should be keeping track of the years and which ones are bad and which ones are good, actually. But these are from, what did we say, Glenn? Well, that contest ends in 2004.
Yeah.
So it's a minute old, but there's that badging. Just beautiful. We'll do what we did the last one. Start underneath here. There is that number on the plate. Those plates look fancy and nice. But my eyes have a hard time reading them. But the other one, oh, this one I could read too. Easy, 1532. Very good. Usually I struggle. Trunk is Beautiful. I cannot believe they have jack points on the trunk or on the car. And you know what I mean, those. Hey, Glen, for jacking the car up, that is some details there. Okay, have a quick look inside. Now this, let's see, does it have it? No, it only has a one-tone color door panel, but if that's what the car really had, if that's what Cale Yarborough really wanted, this is the Cale car, right? It's not the dang Gurney.
Yeah,
it's the Cale Yarborough. Yeah, this is the Cale. If that's what Cale wanted, they're not going to make it two-tone just to make it like the other, right? But these are gorgeous. If you're a fan of these cars, I recommend. They're getting a high score.
Oh, it's even got the two-tone doors though, like the other one. It
doesn't have two-tone doors, but it has the inlay, but it's not, it's only one color. Same design though, but the other one's a darker blue and a lighter blue. This is the same color red, but it's still gorgeous, still awesome. But see the wood grain inside, guys. The seats move. Oh, one thing we gotta check. We'll see if we could see it here or if we'll have to go on the look-see set. Yeah, we'll have to go on the look-see set. The keys in the ignition we're looking for. But we'll have a look on the look-see set, better light. And this is gonna have that fuel door that opens like the other car. But let's go look at these two together. This is beautiful. Actually, first we'll see if the engine's the same. I think it will be. Yep, that's that 351. There's that 351. Okay, we're gonna go look at this on the look-see set. That way we can wrap this up so I can get a bite to eat and me and Glen can work on some other projects here. That looks realistic, guys, and I love the spoiler. Let's go have a look. Oh, guys, I'm actually blown away by this two-car set. The details, the quality, everything, and I am going to score them together. And before we wrap it up today, don't forget, I'm going to show you a little preview of what's going to be on Glen's table tomorrow morning. And then instead of putting this up at 1 a.m. or 1:30 like I usually do, I'm going to put it out right away. That way, whoever's going to the show tomorrow can kind of have a glance at what's on Glen's table. But let's have a look at these beautiful cars first. Yeah, I thought I liked the first one with the dark stripe. Beautiful though. Definitely love the paint scheme. If I was going to get one of these cars, I would have to have a cool paint scheme like this. Definitely doesn't look factory, but they did make so many of them from the factory. Yeah, the paint really sticks out on these guys. Beautiful. That interior, guys, wow. Even the brake pedal, look at the brake pedal. The brake and gas pedal, Glen, has the metal around the edges of it. And it does have the floor mats. I can see it's got, I'm not going to take them out, guys, but you can imagine it's got removable floor mats. Wow, guys, look at that. I was looking in the wrong spot for the keys. It's old school. They're hanging in the dash. Let's get a little, there we go. So we found the real keys in the ignition. But look at that interior, guys. Jesus. Up close, look at that beautiful 351. Look at the detail. Look at that battery with the terminals. Crazy. So here's the good part. With those two beautiful paint jobs, we stick the two of them together, see how they look together. And if they look good, Glen thinks he's going to put them together in a 1/12 scale, one of the bigger acrylics. One of the ones that fits the 1/18 in a box that I was showing you guys. We think that we could stick these two cars on one of those in V formation. So he's probably going to do that. But let's check these out. And then at the end of the video, preview of what's on Glen's table. Look at those beauties, guys. So if you are a fan of these cars, pull the trigger, boom. Exact same other than different paint jobs, but look how cool those look. Like if you're a fan of this car, how cool do these look together? Twins. And they kind of remind me of like an American theme with the red, white, and blue. They look awesome. Also a first in the history of retro collectibles, Krak. Two cars fit on the turntable and they're not touching one another to do so. Look at that. They're safely doing it. They're not dangling off or anything. That is awesome. Just cool seeing the same car but just a different, yeah, I can look at these all day. And one last fleeting shot of them, guys, before we talk about the sale tomorrow. So just a little taste, guys, a little bit of everything, I guess you could say, that Glen's gonna have tomorrow. But this is some of the stuff I picked to show you that's I haven't seen myself, and I'm an avid toy hunter. I haven't seen this Nano set in Canada yet. Those 7-Eleven ones I probably won't see at the stores I hit. The Looney Tunes one is older. I just put it up because it's cool. But yeah, he's got a good mix of stuff. He's got stuff for the JDM guys, Rocket Bunny. Definitely worth coming to check his table because he's got a lot more stuff than this. Well, you guys know, you guys have seen his collection. Okay guys, before I let you go, well, firstly, the Ontario Diecast Addicts show, March 30th, 2024, which is tomorrow morning. It's at Knights of Columbus on, I believe it's Queenston Road, 555 Queenston Road, but if you look it up, it's Knights of Columbus, Hamilton. Doors open, I believe, at 10 a.m. I believe that's when the doors open to the public, is 10 a.m. I believe. But you could also check Facebook. You could type it in the search, whatever, Ontario Diecast Addicts show, it'll come up. By the way, the Barracuda that I did the review on, that I felt bad because I told you guys it was a piece of crap, blah, 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 blah. I talked about doing a retro score on it, like a regular car, and then I didn't do the retro score on it. By the end of the video, I forgot to do the retro score, my bad. The Barracuda that we did yesterday, retro score of 6.5 out of 10 for details, overall, everything. 6 point, and I think that's pretty respectable because I said it was a complete, unbuyable piece of crap. It went from that to buy it as long as you're getting it for between $40 to $60. Don't go over $60. It's not a $100 car. But I likened it to, like I'm used to opening green GMP Roadrunners with like friggin', you know, all these details. And then that was a stock Barracuda, like something grandma would drive to the grocery store, you know what I mean? So I didn't give it a fair shake. And then I kind of biased you guys against it without even seeing it up close, like telling you guys it sucks. How do I know? I had never seen it up close. So I had to set that right. That car gets a 6.5 out of 10 and a thumbs up if you're thinking, oh, buying that, a pull the trigger. These two cars here, I'm rating them as a couple. Lately, GMPs have been doing pretty good in the score department. And this is to show you guys I'm not biased. I'm not a fan of Ford, a lot of Ford. And if I was going out to buy a model, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to go buy a Ford Cyclone GT. But there's guys that love it the same way that I love Mopar. And this video is for you guys, and I'm being unbiased for you guys. For this set of two cars, the Cale Yarborough that we just looked at and the Dan Gurney, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 retro score, which is a very high score. Put it this way, the green Roadrunner that I was in love with, if you want, I'll put a link in the description for you guys. It's my favorite GMP I think that I've ever unboxed. That got a 9.5 out of 10. I was in love with it. But to get a 10, it's got to be off the charts. I was in love with the green Roadrunner, and it got a 9.5. That's just to show you guys, 9 is a hell of a score. So good job again, GMP, with these. Not like they ever watch my videos, but good job, GMP. And I think that's it, guys. I went over the 2 retro scores. 6.5 out of 10 for the Barracuda, and a turnaround from me thinking it was crap, and a 9 out of 10 for these 2 cars that I think are awesome. They look beautiful. The paint's beautiful. I love the colors on them. Love everything about them. Retro thumbs up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys at the Ontario Diecast Addicts show tomorrow. I will be there helping Glen at his table. Now, I realize a lot of you might want to meet Glen. He's not going to be signing autographs or taking pictures or stuff while he's there working. If you are there after the show ends, which I believe is at 2 p.m., if I'm not mistaken, he can meet up with you guys at that time. He's gracious to do that. You know, if you see me, I'm not going to be as busy as Glen with a table. So if you see me, come say hello. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Please hammer like for me. Please subscribe and share. And as always, guys, happy hunting.